a tremendous amount of respect between these two coaches.
Officials, TV, Ted Valentine, Jamie Lucky, and Clarence Armstrong. And Florida State controls the tip. That started the year 1-9. They had a disastrous non-conference. They've had some injuries, had some absences, as Darren Green knocks down the jumper. Here comes Cleveland. Jalen Worley, he settled down in the point guard role.
Yeah, Jalen Worley wasn't the starting point guard to begin the season. Cameron Fletcher was in the starting lineup, and they really played Caleb Mills at the one. As Wilder Poplar steps up and knocks down the mid-range jumper.
Here comes Mills, the runner. Too strong. Poplar there for the board.
And you talk about the size. Jim Larinaga told me pregame, simply said that this is probably the smallest that you have to have in transition to pull up from about 25 feet. And right now, this is a possession where you would normally see Isaiah Wong being super aggressive, trying to get to the basket.
Poplar with his second to three. FSU getting back. Poplar catch and shoot. A rebound, Miller. Pack from the outside. And that goes. Another three for Miami. That is 4 3-pointers early. This team has constructed right now.
Well, one of the major differences is, you mentioned earlier, Jalen Worley at the point guard position, I believe, has settled them down. They don't turn the basketball over as much. As Nijel Pack lines up and knocks down a third three-pointer here to start the game.
Here's Green. He can heat it up. Poplar the other way. Ahead of the pack, nifty move to the bucket.
19-4. Looks like Miami has a little more motivation than do the Noles.
Worley looking inside for Korn. It's not there. Instead, corkscrews to the rim and lays it in. 11 in white, Baba Miller. Just his 4th game of the season, suspended the first 16 and missed his 2nd game back with tonsillitis as Omier works the inside.
They have not, of course, and played with Sam Wardenberg a season ago, who was completely opposite of Omier. Matthew Cleveland steps up and knocks down the 3-ball, where he's much improved this season.
Sub a lot of guys in. Omier fights for the rebound, wins the battle. Poplar from the corner, and he hits. Miller contested. Too much. Miami looking to push. Wong, catch and release. Got it!
And put the pressure on your defense and handling the basketball extremely well. 8 assists, 0 turnovers. Make that 9.
Miami gives it up. Here comes Cleveland. Accelerates and swoops in.
I had the opportunity to do both those games a year ago, those 1-point losses, as we see the shot clock getting down to 5.
And Miller beats the shot clock with a 3.
And there is additional fuel to the fire from the fact that Leonard Hamilton was a coach at University of Miami.
He's in the UM Hall of Fame as Naheem McLeod. If you lose to Florida State now, as Pittsburgh found out over the weekend, that dings your resume pretty hard, fair or not.
It absolutely does just that. But when you consider the fact that Naheem McLeod has come off the bench and had an impact early in this game, 5+ seasons in ACC play. So hard to imagine this being a bad loss.
Beverly still looking for his first 3-point field goal. Packs hit a few of them, drives to the lane, uncontested. Miami working quickly. Beverly on the drive. Baba Miller got his hands on it. Here comes Miller in transition against the smaller Pack and using that Euro step for 2. And then at age 18, he was 6'11", and he has a lot of the skills that you see in a guard. Pack is feeling it. Cleveland contested and hits. He's turning into an all-conference level player.
He absolutely has done just that and really became more of the leader of this team once Cameron Fletcher was injured in the Virginia game. Continues to get better and better as Harlan Beverly is feeling good about himself today. His damage from beyond the 3-point line. However, their center, Norchad Omier, dropping it off to Harlan Beverly, who finishes above the rim.
Corey, for once, I actually agree with you.
I need to change my list now.
Beverly denied at the rim. He can shoot you back into a game quick. Omier down low, no. And the rebound to Green, the UCF transfer. Down low, and there is McLeod, who's been a bright spot in this first half. Omier almost traveled. Wong from the outside. Too strong. Offensive rebound, Omier. And the soft touch in the paint.
Second chance points, the rebounding advantage, 16-5 for Miami.
Mills left hand off balance. Another second chance opportunity for Miami.
And at this point, we would have to say that Miami has wanted it more as Wong attacks the rim, drops it off to Omier for the finish. They're getting great looks, and they're winning to all the 50-50 balls. All the hustle plays have gone in favor of the Canes.
Omier, great position, and taps it in. Another second chance bucket. Miller posting up Mills, kicks it back out to Wong. He'll line up the three and knock it down. Isaiah Wong's got 8.
52 points for Miami right now is a season high given up in the first half for Florida State this season.
There's Corin with the flush. And they were 10 for 20 over the weekend in the win against Pitt. Did a lot of the damage in that game in the second half. Miller the runner, little Visine there, and it's 52-28.
You know, I work with you long enough. You're starting to learn a couple things. You're starting to wear off on you a bit.
I almost called it a floater.
Throughout the lineup, not just for Corin, but throughout the entire lineup for Florida State has been part of their demise throughout this season.
Poplar beats the shot clock.
But Cam Corin is gaining valuable experience right now, and he's going to be a guy that's much better for this Florida State team in the future, as the Noles have now forced 3 turnovers here to start the second half, and Corin is able to finish this one off.
Is that human nature kicking in? Big lead, you rest on your laurels. The other team remembers it's a rivalry game. Wong puts up with 3, his third 3 of the game, and he's got 11. Wong, the previous 2 games, just 3 of 16. Good ball movement. Mills puts it on the floor, swivels through the defense, and finishes. He's someone, if Florida State can get him going, he has a chance to make it interesting. He can shoot you back into the game, but Miami making it look too easy on the offensive end.
Another one of those missed opportunities for the Noles.
Joseph inside to Miller, and that's too easy.
And Miami comes down on the other end and scores. And at some point, Florida State's going to have to stop the bleeding and get some stops.
Corin down low over Omier.
Because their opponents know them. Doesn't mean that they're not a good team, but their opponents know who they are and what they do.
Cleveland strong to the tip.
Well, they've actually swept them for the first time.
Right.
Since Virginia Tech has been to ACC, as Caleb Mills is able to knock down the 3.
Here comes Baba Miller inside, using the size. Corey, he hasn't played a whole lot. Miller staying with Pack, and Pack able to get around the 6'11" freshman.
Very few people enjoy their job as much as Chuck Walsh does, and congratulations to him being honored.
Wong gets the 2, no foul. Jalen Worley, by the way, has 4 fouls, so he's on the bench for Florida State. Miller too easy over Cleveland.
And Miami sharing the basketball extremely well. You look at the 78% field goal shooting here in the second half as Nijel McLeod continues to have an impact when he's on the floor.
One of the latest projects for Stan Jones, and he's lost minutes of late, but he's been a little bit of a bright spot today.
He absolutely has, and a lot of it has to do with Derek Green Jr. steps up and knocks down his first 3-point field goal.
He came in on a heater, 9 of his past 16 from 3. Entering play, Wong over the 7'4" McLeod.
And great to see Isaiah Wong back, the guy that we've grown to know and love throughout the ACC.
Mills driving on Omier, McLeod the putback. Drive on him, or is it bonus points if you're able to shoot over him like Isaiah Wong did a little while ago?
I'm blowing his doors off. I'm going to the rim.
Pack now with the shot clock at 7. Driving on McLeod, Miller, the Thunder. All 5 Miami starters in double figures now. Canes shooting 61% from the field, 11 of 20 from 3. Caleb Mills gets one on the other end. Far more than some other leagues, and it's a big reason why last year the ACC didn't have very many teams in, but 3 of the 5 that got in got to the Elite 8.
And normally other conferences have older teams to start the season because the ACC has so many guys leaving to go pro.
Yeah, that's the heart and soul of that team. He makes the defense better. That is a team that is much more talented than its record indicates in conference.
It absolutely has been that, and they have lost close games. They're winning close games. They lose by 2 at Duke. They're playing in close games. They can go either way.
How about Robinson with the nifty move?
And this has been an impressive performance by the Canes as Robinson still competing, comes up with the block shot to end it for Miami as they walk away from Tallahassee with a 23-point victory.